Hi, Danny. Thank you for joining me today.
You're welcome. It's good to be here, mate.
Super. What I wanted to do was just really find out some insights, really, in terms of your experience of being part of the Gold and Silver Club, and just talk about how you've been getting on and share some of the results and some of the success you've been achieving recently. Before we do that, it'd be good to find out a little bit about yourself. Why don't you introduce yourself and tell us a bit about who you are and a bit about your background?
Okay. Well, at this point in my life, I am still working full time. I'm a chiropractor. Been practicing for just over 6 years now, and I've definitely had an interest in trading for the past, I would say, about 2 years. But prior to joining the Gold and Silver Club, I was just doing virtual trading on the stock market. Never ever placed an actual trade with real money until I started with the Gold and Silver Club. And although the strategies I was using was identical to live trading, it was never real money. So once I used real money to place trades, it's a completely different ball game. Emotion comes into it far much more, and yeah, since I've started trading, it's been a pretty quick learning curve, actually. I think I'm in my fourth month now,
Oh
and
wow! Yeah.
place trades every single day.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant. So let's talk about let's talk about those 4 months. Okay, so before that, you were trading, but just using a virtual account, and so you were trading the stock markets. Is that correct?
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, sure, sure. And tell me, okay, what got you interested in the Gold and Silver Club?
I was recommended to you guys by one of the guys who initially taught me trading.
Oh, nice.
He said if you want to, I knew Phil anyway. I knew Phil through I'd met him in the past.
Sure.
So when I was given a recommendation, there was no hesitation. He said, if you want to learn to trade gold and silver, these are the guys to go and see. So I did, and the rest is history, as they say.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant. That sounds good. So, in terms of, so you've been with us for 4 months. Just talk me through when you came aboard. You went through our training program. Talk me through that training program and the kind of stuff you learned, and what was that program like for you?
It was really good, very, very straightforward. So much so that, within minutes or hours, you're placing your first trade. Um, well, what I love about the I guess the bread and butter strategy that I use every day, every weekday anyway, the pivot strategy,
Yeah.
it is so simple. It's it's I would even say it's ridiculously simple. Anybody could do it.
Oh, that's
And yeah, it's pretty easy to get consistency on it as long as you put in the time every day.
sure. Now, you mentioned your work full time, and in terms of your trading, this is something which you do around your full time job. In terms of time, just talk me through how much time you invest into your trading. Give me an example on a daily basis or a weekly basis. How much time does it take for you to invest into your trading?
If it was just pivot strategy, it would be no more than half an hour a day. If spread betting comes into the equation, that would take a bit more time being in front of the screen to check on levels. I guess if I'm in spread bets as well, it would be closer to an hour, maybe just a bit over an hour a day.
Sure. And is that manageable with having a job as well?
Yeah, very much so. Um, let's see, if I'm in some pivot trades and spread betting, it's easily doable. I am very lucky in that even when I'm in the office, I can have my charts open. So if I might go and see a few patients and then go back into my office and check trades, etc. So I am very lucky in that I can mix and match what I'm doing in my workday.
Brilliant, brilliant. That sounds good. Just talk me through how quick were you, well, after you completed training, how soon were you implementing the strategies that you learned during the workshop?
It was either on the same day or the next day. It was very quick.
That is impressive. It's in terms of I know there's always a learning curve. You know, you learn information. It's all about taking action and I guess progressing within the journey. But how soon were you getting results?
Let's see. It was very quick actually. Actually, just thinking about it, the first few trades, I lost, but I just kept consistently going about my business every day. I think it really benefited me going through a bit of a losing streak, if you like, to start with. A little bit
Sure,
of a reality check for me.
sure.
And then I think it was about 4 or 5 days into it, I started to go into a winning streak, which was obviously really nice. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I definitely looking back, I do think it was really beneficial for me to go through the emotional feelings of losing trades right at the beginning, just to get used to it rather than just you know going in on an emotional high right from the get go.
Absolutely. I guess with a lot of traders, once they have a few losses, then that's it. You know, they won't trade again, or the fear kicks in. But I think something I really admire about you is you had a few losing trades to start off with, but you're persistent. You kept going and you kept placing those trades. You really believed in the system. Just talk me through it. So, you know, when you have a few losing trades, what kept you going?
Um, well, there was obviously with the regular coaching calls in the group, um, the inspiration of hearing other people doing so well, and yeah, the coaching environment is very much a driver. And if you have a bad few days, hearing how well other people are doing, it really makes you keep going at it and keep consistent. I consistently heard from you and Phil and other traders in the group, do the strategy, persist at it, and it works, and it does. There's no two ways about it. The more you do it, the more confident you get, and the more consistent you get, and that's what I've found on my journey so far.
It's just brilliant. You know, it's brilliant to just to hear hear you taking action, you're getting consistent results, and it's like what you're saying. You know, the strategies and the system actually works. Talk me through a little bit about the coaching and the mentoring, because I know for us that is a very big part of our program. When a trader comes on a workshop, then that's not the end of it. A whole new journey begins for them. They come on our coaching program and they work very closely with Phil and myself, and we really help develop them into successful traders. Talk me a little bit about the support and the mentoring and all the coaching that I guess came after the program.
I think the support, both setting up all the different charts and going through lots of extra training where need be, has been, to be quite honest, phenomenal. So you guys do a really good job. Nothing's ever a problem. Nothing too small. If you need a question answered, it'll either be, on a Skype call or on the coaching call. It really is very, very good. Very big praise to you guys on customer service and also the knowledge. you are very knowledgeable at what you do. And yeah, so the customer service, A1, mate, A1.
That's brilliant. That's really good to know. I think a big thing for me and Phil really is obviously this environment, it's the community we've created, and as you know, we share our trades. We're very open with the markets that we're trading, the trades that we're taking, and nothing is really hidden from anyone. It is very much a supportive and an environment where a lot of information is shared. And in terms of, I guess, for yourself to actually see the trade myself and Phil are taking and other traders are taking in the community, how beneficial has that been in your own learning and in your own growth?
It's very beneficial, and to be quite honest, I've never seen that before in traders teaching their students. What I like about you guys is the way you say, right, this is what we're in, this is why we got in, it's working. There's always a risk, obviously, but it's working now, it's worked before. So I think that was quite refreshing, that take on things.
Talk me through some of your results. I know within the first I guess couple of days it was a learning curve, but then things just took a massive almost kind of a U-turn, and the results started to come. Just talk me through some of your results. I know one of your recent trades was a trade in oil where you made, was it 70 points on a trade? Was that overnight or something like that?
Yeah, there's been multiple trades on oil, and there was a pound dollar as well. That was a couple of big trades, 70 points. There was one overnight. Some of them are during the day, depending on what's happening in the market. There's multiple ones at around about 50 to 70 points, and my biggest one I think was 110 or 140 points.
Wow.
That was cool. Enjoyed that. And let's see, in the beginning, when I started the pivot strategy, there was a few losses to start with, but then there was loads of wins, and it balanced out. In the first month, there was a little bit of a loss, but every month thereafter, it's just been getting better and better. For example, this month, what are we on now? The 23rd, I think it is.
Sure.
2.5 or 3% up.
Brilliant.
And there's still about a week left, so I'm excited as to what the end of the month will show.
That is just phenomenal. For example, if you compare that to what banks pay in saving accounts, I'm not too sure. I think it's about 2% or 3% annually. But so far this month, you're up was it 3 or 4% already, and we've still got a week to go. So it's there's a massive difference, and I'm sure it's really fulfilling actually being able to control your own money, and rather than leaving it sitting in the bank and letting someone else, I guess, kind of use that to make money.
Yeah, absolutely. It's funny. I was in a business meeting this morning, and there was a guy talking about why everybody should have a pension and stuff like that. He was an IFA.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, I'll trade my own money. Thank you very much.
It's just it's unreal. Yeah, things like I think on pensions, I was reading something recently. They're going to push the age up to 68 or something, and I mean, people hardly get anything from a pension. Yeah. Having to wait till 68, that's just ridiculous. It doesn't really make sense. So okay, just talk to me a little bit about what's really been the standout feature or standout features for you of, I guess, the Gold and Silver Club, and just being part of the community as well?
One of the big things would be the simplicity of placing the trades. There's no excuses really. It's just so simple to get into a trade. Like the pivot trades, they are literally set and forget. You get into a trade, and by the end of the day, you've either won or lost.
Yeah.
Spread betting, obviously, you need to watch it a little bit more. But that too is very, very simple. There's no excuse. Anybody can do this stuff. Um, the another standout thing would be the fact that everybody in the community supports each other. Somebody has a good day, they're like, "Oh, congratulations! How did you do that? What did you do?" It's very much a supportive environment, which, regardless of what field you're in, a supportive environment is what you need to succeed. So, it's a great place to be.
That's really good to know. I know me and Phil, we work very hard to make sure the quality of individuals within the community is very like-minded, and they're there to really help each other out. We wanted to create an environment that would be safe, and a place where people could really feel comfortable, and really get a lot of value, learn a lot of knowledge, and really use that to become successful themselves. So I know in the real world, there's so much negativity, and things you read in the papers. It's never productive. But we wanted to create an environment where it would be a lot more different, and it's something we work hard to do, and you can really tell with some of the results the traders are getting in the community, and it even shows in your results as well. You're doing so well. It's amazing to really see that. Um, Let me ask you, if there was someone thinking about doing, let's say, a trading course, or even looking at the Gold and Silver Club for their trading, what would you say to them?
Don't think about it too much. Just do it, is what I would say.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Um, that's really good. Do you think you made the right choice joining the Gold and Silver Club?
There's no doubt, mate. There's no doubt. I've got some pretty big goals. I've some fairly small time frames, and there's no doubt that all the goals I've set, I will achieve. So yeah, I've made the right decision.
That's brilliant. Do you wish you did it sooner?
In hindsight, yes, but you can't turn back time, so I'm not going to think about it.
That's good. I think you definitely made the right choice, and you can see just in the results you've been getting. It's just absolutely phenomenal. Um, okay, Danny, I think you've really shared a lot of insights, and you've shown your own experience. Just want to ask, what are the this month has been pretty good. Were you trading yesterday? We had quite a lot of news announcements come out. Did you take advantage of any of those?
I was out and about. I was at a seminar all day, so I wasn't able to get in any spread bets.
Sure.
But I've seen some big movements. Yeah.
I hope you can get on top of some of those as well. We're heading towards a breakout, and it'd be good if you can really capitalize on some of those trades as well.
Absolutely. As soon as my chart and stuff is set up on my iPhone, I'll be good to go when I'm out and about.
Actually, talk about that as well. A lot of people think you need to be sat by a computer trading, but you just said get your charts on your iPhone. So, let's say if someone didn't want to be sat by a computer, can trading be a mobile, let's say a mobile business, or something they can do whilst they're out and about?
Absolutely, mate. One of my goals is to, when I choose to, be able to be on the beach or by a pool trading.
Nice.
So with regards to mobiles, until very recently, I was a bit of a dinosaur I had a bit of an old phone. I didn't really want to be walking down the street checking emails and whatnot, because I have a laptop at work and a computer at home.
Yeah.
But about a month ago, I was at same seminar I was at yesterday, actually.
Sure.
And I happened to that day miss 6 winning trades because I didn't have the ability to do it on the go.
Yeah.
So at that point, I was like, right, I'm getting a smartphone next week. That's never going to happen to me again. And I only use it for trading. That's all I use the internet on my phone for. And yeah, you can do it on the go. I do it on the go, and again, it's simple.
That's just unbelievable because you do a lot of people think, okay, I'm going to be, I'm trying to escape almost kind of being in the rat race or being in the working environment, and I don't want to go back to where I'm going to be stuck by a computer. But actually, with trading, it is so mobile. And like you mentioned, if you've got a smartphone, you can trade. I guess the main things you really need is just internet connection. And if you've got juice on your phone or you've got Wi-Fi, you can make money from anywhere.
Absolutely. Looking forward to that very much.
That's awesome, Danny. I think you've really shared some awesome insights. You've kind of shown where you were and the progress you've made in a very short space of time. And definitely, I think there's you are growing every day, and your results show. So I'm really looking forward to seeing where you'll be in the next 3 months and 6 months. But definitely do keep up the consistency, taking action, and trying to capitalize on as many of the trading opportunities that come your way.
Yeah, I will do, mate. Very much looking forward to the future also. Thanks for having me on this interview today.
No, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you so much for taking the time out to talk to me. Brilliant. Thank you so much, Danny.
Cheers, mate. Take care.